Good afternoon. We're on day 5. There is going to be a day 6, just because I keep finding not yet. Just because I keep finding books I want to share with you. I hope that's okay. I'm assuming no one will mind if there's an extra day. Also because the book I'm doing tomorrow, it's also good for and a young adult book. Not yet. Right. So today are 2 picture books. One is called The Big Wide Wood by Andrew Bennett, and it's a lovely brand new book. It's the story of lots of lovely woodland creatures, but very small woodland creatures. So frogs and dragonflies and woodlouse, Wendell. So lovely. He gets lost and they help him, and it's very creative. I like the interplay between the characters. I gave the kids sweets, but I let them eat sweets with their lunch. This could go to horribly wrong. Guys, can we be quiet a minute, please? That was polite, wasn't it? What particularly is lovely about this book, although it's lovely, the story is lovely, and mine is quite long, I would say. So my littlest one, on the second read, really enjoyed it, but on the first read, I lost her a little bit halfway. What was lovely about this is when you get the book, when you buy the book, you get a free activity book with it. And I'm talking 20 odd pages of things to do. So I've printed off the ones that we've done. We've done how many Doris's in the picture. And my older ones were able to help with this one because they could do the spelling and the writing. There's loads to do. There's colouring in, there's find the difference, there's absolutely loads. And I was dead impressed with that because I think that's a lovely, way to kind of bed in those characters and those stories that you've read to then do activities linked to it. It's really good. I loved it. So it's a new book, but it is going to be one of a series, and I'd really love to help get them off the ground. So if you can download that book, and if you can leave a review, please leave reviews when you read things. Right, Meredith, come up here, please. So we'd like to share with you, I mentioned it earlier in the week. Yeah! There. We'd like to share with you one of our favourites. Yeah! Quiet voice. So who's this?
A book.
It is a book. Who's in the book?
Duffy.
So I mentioned these earlier. These are the Wild Tribe heroes.
Can I see?
You can see. So there are 2 at the moment, and the third one is on its way. So what happens to Duffy? Do you want to be on? What happens to Duffy? Can you remember?
Yeah.
He's swimming in the ocean, and what happens? What happens to him?
He blew into it.
A storm. There's a terrible storm. The illustrations in this are just beautiful. And I have interviewed, and I'll put a link on the website, I have interviewed Ellie Jackson, who wrote this, and what fascinated me that I didn't know is that this is a true story. So there is a real Duffy, and this really happened. What happens to Duffy? So he's thrown in a storm, and he finds himself in a different part of the ocean.
Mummy, is that silly?
It is a bit silly. What does he eat?
A bag.
He eats bags. And this is a book about environmental impact. So this is about the amount of plastic in the oceans, the impact it's having, why it's having that impact, what's happening to these creatures, what's happening. What happens to Duffy? Is the bag good for him?
No.
No. Where does he have to go?
The doctor.
To the doctor, yeah, to the hospital. So luckily Duffy is rescued. What I like about this, the reason I'm showing you the pictures, other than that they're beautiful, is that it doesn't.
Can I see?
Yeah, you can see. It doesn't shy away from the difficulties of this topic, but equally it does it in a completely age-appropriate way. So this is probably your favourite book, I would say. The second. That's enough.
Then what happens?
Then what happens? What happens at the end? Is it a happy ending for Duffy? Is it a happy ending?
No.
No?
Sad.
Oh, he's a bit sad then, yeah, because he's in the hospital, isn't he? But what happens after the doctors help him? What happens when the vets have taken all the plastic away? What do they do then?
No, they get away.
They take it away, that's right. And is he better then?
Yeah, Bobby eats all the food in his tummy.
Then he eats proper food, doesn't he? Special food for turtles, that's right. And eventually he's released, so there is a happy ending. The second book is Marley.
I love Duffy.
You really like Duffy. And Marley's tail gets caught up in a balloon string. Again, a really difficult ecological thing to discuss with children, particularly because children, you know, it's hard to tell them that balloons aren't a good thing. So that's beautifully done. And the new one coming out is about a humpback whale. And I'm excited to read about that.
What's that?
Well, that's a green turtle.
What's that?
Can Mummy finish her film and then we'll look at all the turtles? Do you
No.
Do you like this book?
What's that?
That's a hawksbill turtle.
What's that?
And that's an olive ridley. Right, you take Duffy then, you go and have a look. Can Mummy finish?
Again.
Okay, yeah, you can read it again. So they're fabulous, I think, because they're very engaging for children, very memorable. They deal with tricky subjects, but they deal with them in a very sensitive way. And a bit like The Big Wide Wood, I think as soon as we can... I love bringing nature through literature into the kids' lives. The kids...
I want to see what I got.
No, we don't want to look at your boots, thank you.
I want to see.
No. Look at Mummy.
Yeah.
Look at Mummy. Mummy's got to finish, and then I'll come and look, okay? Down you go. Chaos. And so I do think that when we can, you know, nature and literature, I think just work really beautifully together. Mine do go out a lot, and we're very outdoorsy sort of people. So that particularly works for mine. But I think if you can't go out a lot, it works even better, because these might be things, you know, these might be creatures that children have never seen. Or that kind of thing. Anyway, before chaos completely ensues and we may have tears, I shall let you go. All the links will be on the website, and we have one day left. See you tomorrow. Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.